What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a Christmas episode that I think you'll like and a really cool story. So without any further ado, let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? I wanted to do a special Christmas video this year, and I was thinking about it, what I wanted to talk about for a while, and I think I got what I want to talk about. Now, let me kind of just put it in perspective. I'm not going to make this a super long video because I can just talk forever. So today we're going to be talking about the best gift that I got from 1993 Christmas, and that is Super Mario All-Stars. Now, you're probably like, oh, cool. I mean, it's Super Mario All-Stars CIB, like, that's not an expensive game, or it's not a very rare game. No, it isn't. But there's a really cool story behind this, and I want to tell you guys. So when I was a kid, the only time of the year I would get gifts is during Christmas. My family was poor. We didn't have much of anything, let alone cool gifts to receive. In 1993, around August and September, I would go to Toys R Us. Now, I would see these little mail-away flyers, and you could tear them off, and you could actually send in to get a copy of Super Mario All-Stars for $3.50. Now, this was about a $65 to $75 game, depending on where you bought it at. So it was an incredible deal, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, how can they afford to just sell this for $3.50 to me? But there was a little more red tape you had to go through.
Okay, class, pop quiz. Question number 1. You want to buy a video game system. Super NES gives you 4 free games. Sega gives you no free games. Which do you choose? Number 2. Farmer Brown has 4 chickens to trade for a video game system. Super NES gives him 4 free games. Sega, no free games. Which should Farmer Brown choose? Number 3.
Buy any Super NES system, and for $3.50 postage, we'll send you Super Mario All-Stars. That's 4 games free. Now, who would miss an offer like that?
Could you repeat the question?
But I asked my mom over and over, and I would see these ads in magazines also, and you could cut it out, and you only needed a couple things. So I was thinking, like, if I could get this in earlier, it said it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to deliver it. And I was like, that's going to be perfect time right around Christmas. And it was in my head that maybe I could actually get this for Christmas. So I berated my mom over and over, and I would give her those flyers. I would just go to Toys R Us and just bring them back and just give them. I'd put them on the table. I'd put them anywhere I could. Now, you needed a couple more things, though, like I said. So you did need $3.50 for shipping and handling, but you also needed a UPC label from a console that you had bought, a Super Nintendo console to be exact. So that's why you find a lot of Super Nintendo boxed consoles with the UPC gone, is because Nintendo ran promotions where you would send that in and you could get, stuff from them if you prove to them that you bought a Super Nintendo. So you would need the $3.50, the UPC from your game console, and you needed the actual little promotional certificate filled out also. I saw on some other things when I was doing research for this video that you needed the receipt, the original receipt of your console purchase, but I didn't have that. My mom didn't have that, and we still got to do it. Spoiler, I got it sent off. She really didn't tell me about it. And what was weird though, is that it came, you think Nintendo would just be like, boom, here it is in a box, and they'd send it to you. No. Super Mario All-Stars actually came shipped to me flat. So the box was flat, and it was in the same package, but it was flat, and then you got everything else was in a little plastic bag. So you would think that they would just send this out to you, but no. And this isn't the original one. I don't want to think that this is like one that I actually kept from all that time. I wish. No, this is just one I bought later on as I was collecting. Yeah, so this was flat, and I remember like opening it up and putting all the contents in it and making it complete. And it just blew my mind that they would send that like that instead of just sending it how you would buy it at the store, wrapped in cellophane. It wasn't wrapped in cellophane at all. It was just a flat box, the manual inserts and the cartridge and the protector and the baggie all in a separate baggie, but all in the same shipping box. It was kind of weird. So I just thought that was a really cool story, and it was one of my favorite Christmases ever when I was a kid. My mom totally killed it. So Super Mario All-Stars, everybody knows that this game is iconic for the Super Nintendo. And the reason I did want it is because I had played the other games, but I had not played Lost Levels. So I was like, dude, I really want to play Lost Levels. And finding out through magazines at the time, this was actually Super Mario Brothers 2. But this was the first time we were able to play this, so I really wanted to play it. But I wanted to talk about some differences real quick. I'll open this up and kind of talk. So there's some differences that are in, you know, Mario 1, 2, and 3 on here. So I'll move these real quick and just kind of check out the box. So one of them is the soundtracks are completely different. They're remastered and they sound fantastic. So I thought that was really cool. Another thing, obviously the graphics, better graphics. I mean, it was the 16-bit era, man. The Super Nintendo was on top and it could do some amazing things. One thing that it could do well that the NES couldn't do was parallax scrolling, and this game has a ton of it, from tons of the backgrounds to the clouds. I mean, just a ton of things that this game really updated on the original 3 games. So I thought that was just so freaking cool. And another thing is, we'll kind of look at the manual here. Another thing is, the minus world from the original Super Mario Brothers was fixed in this, so you cannot do that in this version. So I don't know if that just like made Nintendo mad when people were doing that, but there's the insert, there's the poster, and if you know anything about it, it's the Star Fox poster for Nintendo Power. I'll just kind of pull it out real quick, let you guys see it. So there's that, and on the back it's got, you know, cool games and stuff, but yeah, so there's the poster, and, you know, consumer information, nobody cares, right? The manual. So, yeah, this actually took out the minus world from the original Super Mario Brothers, which I thought was pretty unique. And there's a ton. If you Google this, there is a ton of things that they fixed, changed, or added to this game, which completely blew my mind because I kind of just thought it was a thrown together deal, but no, they put a ton of effort and work in making this an authentic release. And one thing that was hugely different that I didn't know at the time, but I do now, is that Lost Levels was actually made easier in this version. And you could also save your games in this, because before that it just wasn't a thing. So you could actually save your progress on all these games. It was really cool, and there was a ton of other differences. You guys can look them up, but one of the obvious ones is Luigi. He's different from Mario finally. He's not just a color swap. He's actually different. So, yeah, Super Mario All-Stars. So many memories with this game, and I played the absolute shit out of this. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it came about 7 weeks later, and I got it early. My mom let me get it early because I used to get home early, and I would get the mail from the little locked mailbox. And I remember opening the mailbox, and I was like, what is this? And it was like a little cardboard box, and I remember saying, you know, Nintendo of America, and I was just like, oh my God, it came.
It came! It finally came! The big one.
And I was just, it just blew me away, man. So cool. I mean, look at these manuals, man. This is what they used to do. Like, and every game has its own color code right here, if you see at the top. Its own set of instructions. I mean, it's just so awesome. I mean, look at this. I mean, just imagine adding a save feature to Super Mario Brothers 3. It made that game 10 times better, in my opinion. You didn't have to sit and play through it, you know what I mean? It's a long game. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you guys this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. There's not much to talk about. Everybody's played this game, but I thought the story was really cool because my mom worked a lot of different jobs when I was a kid, and she didn't make shit. So I just thought it was so cool that she put the effort in to get me this and it really just made me really appreciate the hard work that she went through to do this. This game was expensive, but I feel like doing this little promotion was the only way she could afford to do it and get it for me. So shout out to my mom. That made Christmas super incredible for 1993. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, if you guys have any cool Christmas gifts from back in the day, I'd love to hear about them in the comments section. I kind of just want to give my mom a shout out because I mean, you guys know how it is, man. Getting a game when you were a kid was like winning the lottery, and it very rarely happened for me. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down there for me. Happy holidays, y'all. Merry Christmas, or whatever you guys and gals celebrate. On to the next video. Hopefully you guys tune in and show some support and show me the love that you guys usually do. So until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby. Peace out.